Hey everyone, welcome back. So today I am going to show you all how I make my agni. I am going to take chicken today, use exactly the same method with the chicken as I did with the lamb pieces. The spices that I used was jeera, curry spices, turmeric, I almost forgot, and this chicken biryani from Shan. Okay, and then you can also use currant milk, steer milk, but they don't have, or I didn't find any currant milk. So I just used the plain Greek yogurt. It's Greek, it's plain yogurt, but you can use plain Greek yogurt as well. Okay, and then I am just going to marinate my chicken with all of that spices. And then you're going to mix it. So guys, each and everybody has their own way of making agni or any kind of food. This is how I was taught and how my mother taught me. So you do what your family likes. I'm gonna leave a little bit of plain yogurt. I completely forgot to get some yogurt for the day. I'm gonna make some day. And there we have it. Chicken is marinated. So I'm going to cover this with a lid and put it in the fridge until I am ready to cook. So next we are going to use ginger, garlic, onion, whole allspice, stick cinnamon, cloves, star anise seed, jeera seeds, and curry leaves. You can also add some crushed chilies in. So for now, I'm heating my oil in a pot. I have added now all of those dried spices into my oil. I want my oil to get that aroma of the spices. So all of that I've added into my pot, and it is obviously going to be, if you make a big pot, more spices. If you're going to make a small pot, less spices. So you are going to have to judge how much spices you are going to use. This that I'm using here, it is for 1.5 cups of rice. The size 1.5 cups of rice. That's what I used. It shouldn't burn, right? It shouldn't burn. And then you add your onion and your garlic and ginger. Saute your onions. You don't want your onions to burn. So at this moment I am going to add in my marinated chicken or meat into the pot. So my chicken is in there, and then I'm just gonna give it a lekker stir. En there is Paula, en dan moet Paula maar nou lekker sit en prut. Dan gaan ik mijn deksel opzet voor haar om te prut. My chicken is cooked halfway, not fully. And then I'm gonna add potatoes in. And I'm going to cook my potatoes, not fully cooked, halfway through. I added my salt in, and now I'm going to let it simmer for a short while before I am going to add in my rice. But first, I'm going to make sure that my potato is just a little bit softer, not too soft, because the rice is in the water. I first rinsed the rice off, and then I put it in some hot water, and then I'm going to add it in here. I showed you earlier how many cups of rice I used, so I drained the water now, and now I'm going to add it in my pot. So I'm just going to even up my rice in my pot, not stir it. I'm not stirring anything. And then the water is on top of the potatoes and the rice. Now I'm going to let that steam. I have turned my heat down, and you can see there my rice is steaming. I'm going to turn it, not stir it. I'm going to turn it, and I'm going to use this fork to turn it over and not stir. Okay, do not stir, because you are going to stir your potatoes broken, and you don't want your potatoes to break like that. That is still okay as long as it's not in pieces. So now I'm going to add my butter in here. I added my butter on top, and as you go along, you just turn your heat down, slow, so that it can steam further. Like this is already done. Now I'm just waiting for the butter to melt in there, and then kan ons eat. And there you have your acne. And do not forget to put in your dhania, cilantro. I like to chop mine fine so that I don't have a whole leaf in my mouth. So I'm going to chop that up and transfer it to my pot. I added my dhania, cilantro in, and I'm just gonna toss it again. Laat lekker kan deurgaan.